Have you ever found yourself staring at a table full of data, wishing you could clean it up quickly? It can be a real headache, right? If that sounds like you, stick around because today we are going to tackle how to remove consecutive rows with duplicate data in SQLite. I totally get it. Dealing with duplicate data can be frustrating, especially when you just want to see a clean list. You're not alone in this. Many people face similar challenges when working with databases. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user recently asked, how can I group consecutive rows with duplicate data in SQLite? They provided an example table with names and types, and they want to see a result that groups these duplicates together. Sound familiar? Let's explore how to achieve that. So what's the issue here? The user wants to group consecutive rows that have the same type, similar to how call logs on your phone display. This means we need to find a way to filter out those duplicates while keeping the sequence intact. Let's break it down step by step. And don't go anywhere. I have a simple yet effective solution coming up that will make your data management a breeze. To begin solving this problem, the user should first create a temporary table to store the distinct rows. This will help in filtering out the consecutive duplicates. Next, the user needs to insert the distinct rows into the temporary table. This can be done by using a query that selects rows based on the condition that the current row's type is different from the previous row's type. After populating the temporary table, the user should now select the results from this table. This will give them the desired output with consecutive duplicates removed. Finally, the user can drop the temporary table as it is no longer needed. This helps in keeping the database clean and organized. Fun fact, did you know that databases are like a well-organized library? Each piece of data is like a book on a shelf. And just like you wouldn't want duplicate books, you don't want duplicate data either. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach provided by a user involves using a not exists clause in your SQL query. This method checks for the same name and type values in the previous row by looking for the maximum date that is less than the current row's date. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative approach to removing consecutive duplicate rows in SQLite involves creating an ordered temporary table. First, you create a table and insert your data. Then, you create a temporary table that orders the data by date. After that, you delete rows from the temporary table where the name and type match the previous row. Finally, you can select the remaining rows to see the result. Here's a pro tip. Always back up your data before running any queries that modify it. This way, you can always restore your original data if something goes wrong. And there you have it. You should now be able to remove consecutive rows with duplicate data in SQLite. Remember, keeping your data clean is essential for effective analysis. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.